Huddersfield Town themselves were founded in 1908 and they acquired the Leeds Road site for a fee of £500. The first ever match to be played at Leeds Road was on the 2nd of September 1908. It were a friendly against Bradford Park Avenue. 1,000 people turned out to watch the match and Huddersfield Town won 2-1. It wasn't long after Huddersfield Town were at Leeds Road that they managed to get Archibald Leach, who was a famous stadium designer. He's done work at Goodison Park, Villa Park and a few other places. He designed some of the stands there in the early days at a fee of £6,000. However, attendances were very low in the early days of Huddersfield Town's existence. They were always getting crowds of well below 7,000 people, which compared to other clubs was quite small. They also had a lot of financial issues and they were liquidated in 1912 but quickly refounded. They did have a lot of debt in the early part of their history, and it wasn't until the early 1920s and the arrival of Herbert Chapman that things really turned around for Huddersfield. They were the first team in English Football League history to win 3 straight top division titles. They also won an FA Cup and they were a very strong side in the 1920s. Naturally, attendances grew from there. On the 27th of November 1946, Leeds Road hosted its only international match when England played against the Netherlands. England won that match 8-2. And just 2 years later in 1948, Manchester United actually had a home match at Leeds Road. It was in the FA Cup. Old Trafford was being rebuilt following damage from German bombers in the Second World War. During the 1985-1986 season, Bradford City also used Leeds Road as a home ground. They played 6 home matches there, whilst Valley Parade was being rebuilt following the Bradford City Stadium fire. In January 1990, the Taylor Report required all clubs in the top 2 divisions of English football to have an all-seater stadium by the 1994-1995 season. Huddersfield were in the 3rd division at this stage, but were aiming for promotion, which they finally achieved in 1995. The club's board decided to replace Leeds Road with a new all-seater stadium at a different location and quickly settled on a new site opposite the original ground. Huddersfield Town played their 1,554th match. The final league game at Leeds Road occurred on the 30th of April 1994. Huddersfield Town defeated Blackpool 2-1 in front of a capacity crowd of 16,195 people. Simon Baldry and Phil Starbuck got the final 2 goals for Huddersfield Town. Also in attendance was Huddersfield Town's oldest surviving ex-player, Joe Walter, who was a guest of honour at the match. The ground was demolished soon afterwards and the site was redeveloped as a retail park. The point once occupied by the centre spot is now marked by a plaque in the car park outside B&Q. It wasn't just football which was played at Leeds Road. Between 1992 to 1994, the Huddersfield Rugby League side also played their home matches at Leeds Road before then themselves relocated to the Alfred McAlpine Stadium, which is now known as the John Smith Stadium, and it is where Huddersfield Town play their home matches to this very day. Leeds Road also hosted a non-league team's journey in the FA Cup first round proper. There was a team called Emley who reached the first round proper of the Cup, and in front of a club record 9,035 people, they played against Bolton Wanderers. Unfortunately for them, they were beaten 3-0. Now looking at some attendance records at Leeds Road and Huddersfield, the highest ever attendance for a match there was 67,037 people. This was for a FA Cup 6th round match against Arsenal on the 27th of February 1932, and Huddersfield Town lost that 1-0. The biggest ever win that they had at Leeds Road come in 1931. They beat Blackpool 10-1. So ironically, they played the last ever match at Leeds Road against Blackpool, and they also had the biggest ever win at the ground against Blackpool. So that concludes my video on Leeds Road, the former home ground of Huddersfield Town between 1908 to 1994, and a few other teams briefly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Unfortunately, I couldn't really find as much information on Leeds Road as I did with other former grounds, so this video is a little bit more shorter. But if you've got any memories or extra history that you would like to add towards this ground, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Obviously, this ground would have seen a lot of success back in the early days of the club when they won 3 straight league titles and an FA Cup, and they had Herbert Chapman as the manager. But I'm pretty sure even right up to the end, younger Huddersfield Town fans would have memories of going to Leeds Road. So anyways, everyone, this has been History of Football. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be looking to be doing some more of these videos in the future. I just have to find the time to do them. But thanks once again for tuning in. And I'll catch us all later in the next one. Alright, tatty bye for now.